I am literally traveling Southeast Asia at the time of recording this video. My background is sometimes my sleeping space. Look at my prison. I have 5 questions for you. Now, if you know the answer to any of these before you see it in today's video, let me know in the comments below, because I don't think you should. Question number 1. What does the cholera outbreak, Buddhism, and vultures all have in common? Number 2, and you won't get this, but what the hell is in my ice cream? Number 3, what smells like P and BO to me, but smells like sweets to MA? Number 4 is what is chiseled into the ancient wall? And number 5, this is the one that you might get. What happens when you opt for cheap transportation across a dirty river? If you know any of those answers, let me know before you get to the answer. Otherwise, fake it till you make it. Bangkok. It is full of fantastic towers and slightly weird religious origins. And of course, it is famous for the nightlife. And you all know what I mean by nightlife. So this video comes straight off the back of completing Everest Base Camp in Nepal. We jumped on one of these to get to Thailand. And the first thing we saw that blew our mind, and I kid you not, was this. Undrinkable water straight from the airport. We can drink water from the tap. This is amazing. There might be some gaps in this vlog because it's my first one doing it as I'm out and about. So this is a steep learning curve for me. So I'm just gonna put myself in this corner down here and pop up every so often when it's needed. So just bear with me. Let me just grab this and pull it down. Good, good. And I'll grab this corner and pull it down. Make sure I'm tucked in there. Cool, let's pull this bit up a little bit. Let's just go and check this camera. And this corner. Alright, let's crack on. We just stepped out of our hostel and it's like walking into a room with a tumble dryer that has no ventilation. It's incredibly humid, it's hot. Wifey here didn't wake up early. What time did you wake up? Tell the world, confess. We're in Bangkok for 3 days. What time did you wake up?
11.
What time?
11.
11. And then she threw a strop when I woke her up and said, come on babe, we're in Bangkok, let's go out. Oh, I don't want to wake up, I'm tired. Anyways, so now we finally made it. We're going for breakfast to a place called Mango, and let's see how this is. Before we head to breakfast, I need to show you this. Look at this. Already, just the outside. Outside is adorned with what looks like images of Buddha maybe? I know, it's proper rumble, isn't it? Touch it. So we just visited the Golden Temple. It's very grand, very gold, and it's very pretty as well. So it's got a lot of ancient monuments, and one of them was about the story of the vultures during the cholera outbreak over 6 centuries, which is a long time to be dealing with vultures and a cholera outbreak. You thought COVID was bad. Definitely worth it. It was only 50 baht per person for entrance fee, which is like £1.10. Yeah, it was really good, but take a hat, because when the sun's shining, don't you half know about it. So the vultures actually represent something quite dark in the history of Bangkok. In 1820, there was a cholera outbreak, and at the time it was traditional beliefs that you don't cremate bodies, you bury them. as well as that dead bodies hold onto like an evil karma. So everybody who died during the cholera outbreak was moved from outside the city up into the Golden Temple, where they could be processed, cremated, as per their religious rites. About 30,000 people died during this outbreak, so naturally if you're not cremating bodies and you're trying to bury them, the body count starts to rack up, and these were all being moved to the Golden Temple. So naturally, as the body count increases, the vulture count starts to increase, and you know what vultures do best? Yep, that's right, vultures ate all the dead bodies. So that is what cholera, vultures, and the Buddhism traditions all have in common. Check this out, we just stumbled across this. Walking through this weird little electronic market, and I found this little place. Neko Acha. And they do sort of like these smoothies, I think. Maybe like bubble tea smoothie?
Cold drinks.
Cold drinks with stuff on it. So we've got the cacao or chocolate, snow bread. They look like big marshmallows.
Oh, okay. Go on, original taste test.
Let's have a look. It's just bread. It's just 3 pieces of bread in my ice cream. We have found what we are looking for, and look at this little beauty. This little beauty. Look at this badass eagle. I think it's some sort of eagle and he's beating up a bull and another eagle at the same time. YOLO, motherfucker. Ah, this fish is eating something. This is all out war over here. You've got somebody grabbing booby. Little grope there. You've got another fish attacking. You've got this guy being attacked, attacking and being attacked. And then you've got a sea dragon horse thing eating Pegasus. In your face, Zeus. This is bad. And then you got one guy, 2 guys just chilling in the middle riding off elephant. That's a pretty cool monument, man. That's a lot going on there. I'd love to know the background of that story. I'll show you the Golden Temple now. I don't think this video will do it justice. It's massive. We made it to Chinatown. It's not far at all. And you instantly know when you walk into here because there's colour everywhere. The vibe's a little bit more dramatic, maybe? Might be a good word. As in, there's people everywhere, there's traffic everywhere. People are trying to move left and right, forwards and backwards. But in all its dramatic energy, it's dynamic and it's fluid. Either side of the road, you've obviously got your shops, but on top of that, you've got literally, it's just lined with booths. Selling all sorts, from eggs and coconut and broths and healthy time. If you want something to munch on, you can definitely get it here. But the sounds and the smells, I mean, occasionally I get whiffs of BO and pee, but the wifey's like, oh my god, that smells amazing. So I suppose it's use of perspective, right? I need to show you this. Not that, that's a lamppost. So it's 6:10 and it's slowly starting to get dark, and these monuments are being lit up from the bottom. Have a look at this. These look cool, man. They look golden. How cool does that look? if you're gonna come to this one, I think it might be worth doing this one just as it's starting to get dark. And then there is this corridor here. I say corridor, it's actually kind of a shelter outside. But within each of these golden frames is original inscriptions of various medicines. I don't even know dating back to when. But if you get close enough, you can see the inscriptions. Obviously, I don't know what they say. But that's original, man. That's cool. Some of it's talking about oral medicine, other stuff is talking about massages to treat various illnesses. This is cool. This is definitely different. I've never seen anything like this. This place lights up at 6:30 when it's dark. I think it adds to the layer of the majestic aura. Everything is golden yellow. The only catch is that there's lights everywhere, and some of your photos you might struggle to get without being blinded. 10 out of 10, highly recommended. Come visit Wat Phora. It was peaceful. We also decided to jump onto a tuk-tuk to go across to our first tuk-tuk ride. And we're going to go across to Khao Sang Road. So my brother recommended this. He said it's really good for food and some drinks. So negotiated the price. Zipping on down. This is good, this is. I like the blowy air. And I love how all their engines are so like deep and rumbly, like they've got a V-twin or something. So this tiny little section, it's the party central, party lane, or one of the party lanes in Bangkok. As you can see, it's very colourful, it's very busy, and it was also very loud. So loud that as we were walking, we couldn't actually talk to each other because we're too old for loud music. Well, I'm too old for the loud music. But it was definitely a sight and a party. If you're in for loud music and drinks, go here. Otherwise, there is a street, literally one behind it, which is a lot quieter and definitely target audience is people like me and the older generation, where they can just sip cocktails and enjoy the sights. Day 2, let's go! Nah, there wasn't that much energy. There was not that much energy there. But day 2 did start off with a trip down to the Grand Palace, and is literally that. Before you can go in, Em was obviously changing into her trousers because she's not allowed to wear shorts, and it was this. Bless her. She struggled for so long. And all I did was watch.
Okay, so I need your help.
To do what?
To hold it.
So we just hit up the Grand Palace, and it's very big. It's very spectacular, but for me personally it was a little bit too much. The courtyard's kind of crowded, everything's massive, so you don't have the space to step back and take a picture. It was also 500 baht each, which is quite expensive. That's like 20 quid almost. You only come to Thailand once, maybe twice. If you don't intend to visit again, definitely go have a look. You're not allowed to take any video recordings whilst you're in there. Microphone had to come off from the works. A useful tip to know about it is that obviously females, you need your knees and your shoulders covered. And this also applies to males. Just opposite from the entrance to the Golden Temple, because you buy your tickets on the inside, on the outside is a shop where you can actually buy a pair of elephant pants for like 100 baht, dirt cheap. We're going over there. We get to go on a boat for like 4 baht as well. That's incredibly cheap. This is the kind of stuff that I like to see. The Golden Palace was nice and all, like I said, it was overcrowded, but this has got a bit of space. But look at this is awesome. This was probably one of my favorite temples. This was beautiful. I couldn't get enough of this one. So much so that I actually forgot to record some stuff. Therefore, you get this, I get it up here. Just got the boat back to the other side of the river because we're going to go get some food and the tides come in maybe. And our actual path is completely flooded. Everybody's taking off their shoes and socks so they don't get wet trainers. What lesson do we learn from this? Sometimes cheaper isn't always better. A 5 baht boat ride sounds great when you pay for it. This is our third and final day in Bangkok. We actually fly tonight at around 7:15 to Phuket. So I'll make a new video for Phuket. It's going to be slightly different because we get to meet my brother, so it's going to be more of an island hopping adventure, so make sure you check out that one. This video was different to make compared to Kathmandu. The temples are fantastic. I highly recommend you go visit those temples that we've highlighted in the video. The Golden Temple is 500 baht each, so that was a bit of a shock, especially if you're trying to do this on a budget. That's it for this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, catch us on Instagram as well, because we obviously post reels and stories there. And we'll catch you in the next one. Compared to Kathmandu. Oh. Going dark. And just overall sticky. Like already my t-shirt's sticking to me. I'm not that sexy. Hey!
Hey!
They see me rolling, sitting, strolling, trying to catch me riding. What?
Taiwan is a different country.
I'm saying Taiwanese.
Which is the language of Taiwan.
Where's Taiwan?
It's an island of Japan.
She's lying to me.